Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Self Development with Tactics podcast. And yet again, another one around the daily quote or today's quote. But to some degree, also kind of daily quotes. Today on the brainquotes.com site, I think it is called, I have read things around appreciating daily life. I have seen things around the Bible. I have seen or I've read things about something by Bruce Lee. But what I find interesting is, first of all, starting with the first quote, appreciating daily life. Yes, appreciating the plants, appreciating the water that we're having, appreciating the entertainment that we're having, but especially also appreciating those things that are not, we are used to them, yes, but we should not take them for granted. It is quite something a lot of people have said before, and a lot of people will say from today on as well, but to some degree I would say yes, unless it is even more difficult to do that than just living a life. Actually, you probably have to some degree, but really making yourself appreciate everything that is around you. You're quite. But still might be useful. Also the Bible, or in terms of the Bible, but let me get rid of this. In terms of the Bible, I think it is quite interesting to see what things are about, not necessarily in religious, not necessarily, but also regarding the religious aspects of it, but quite also the underlying thoughts and maybe also motivations why those people wrote whatever they have written, and kind of dissecting it, analyzing it, and seeing how we could actually still use it. And this is not only to be said for the Bible, but also for every other religious texts to just see. And I think religion to a big degree might still be, and this is up to you and up to somebody else that knows more about that. I think is today also used to spread certain useful habits quite. When you, quite, maybe also back in the days writing as a habit. Back in the days, I don't know, having your meal in a big group, quite your supper in a big group, and so on and so forth. I think it is rather useful to think and maybe read about various different religions and their rituals and their way of living and their way of just doing things. I guess, of course, it has something to do with philosophy, and this should not be underestimated. First of all, and second of all, I think it should not be denied that it might be useful. I know Jordan Peterson kind of talks about that quite a lot, I think, as far as I remember. But I don't want to say that it is crucial. It might just be interesting for one or two or three people to think about that and go through that. It definitely is going to be useful to just understand that cultures, maybe, because religion still is a big part of certain cultures, which makes it even more interesting, I think, to then being able to understand this culture even more, what drives them, what is important, or at least seems to be important. Maybe also how to act, what to do, what not to do, and so on and so forth. But this is, I'm just thinking like, okay, I have this appreciation of daily things, of very, very small things, the sun, how the sun shines, and so on. But still, maybe also this going through certain texts, this going through and reading about things that one maybe has not done before, reading about things that, maybe in the beginning do not seem very useful. The question is, does everything has to be useful? I don't necessarily think so. But what about just maybe just appreciating things? Just, seeing the option, seeing the opportunity, one of those very many opportunities that we at this point are having with tons of texts, tons of ancient drawings, scriptures, or scripts or whatever, being available online, being available for free, and then one being able to just go through them and have a look, whether it's just entertainment, which is fine, or whether it is useful for one's life, which is also very fine. Maybe appreciating one's daily life also has to do with seeing all the opportunities that one has, seeing all those possibilities that one has, period. And with that being said, I'm hopefully going to see you the next time. So